I remember that.
Hey guys, hello. Welcome back everybody to the My Hero Academia Manga Chapter Reads. We got the new chapter here, which is chapter 391. I'm here with Mark.
That
And Mark, there's something that we always do before every new chapter. What would that be?
recap episode.
Tis the recap episode, yes. Let's check out 390 that we left off on. I believe that was the conclusion of the Todoroki situation, the conflict. And it ended spectacularly, but I had to give shout outs to Ida, who was able to completely transport Todoroki, and they both had to kind of work together to make like this crazy like combination to pretty much propel them like all the way over to the next area. In fact, I think they were probably making speeds that Deku would probably be sweating at.
Jeez.
But yeah, so Shoto finished all of that conflict. We had a heartfelt apology from Endeavor. Dabi still wasn't having it, but ultimately that was all resolved, and now we transition seemingly to the next conflict, which is Uraraka's like battlefront with Toga, and that's pretty much the quick recap on 390. Now, moving over to 391, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. This is I'll just go ahead and read the chapter here. This is Rejecting the World, number 391. And it all just starts with just the first panel is like all the twices all together. And they're just like, all heroes must die. Knowing that's all Toga, too. Oh, and then the next panel below it, this is Pixie Bob. Just a quick reminder, her quirk is Earthflow, as they are describing it here. And she's like, in case you forgot, she's fighting them off, too. She's saying, like, there's no end to them. Stay back. And she tries to like repel them like with her powers. But if we go
It ain't working.
it ain't working. Next page it just shows them like getting past like that like surge of earth, if for lack of better words. Because it's literally like a tidal wave of twice.
Well,
Got Tiger, he's over here, he's like, Rico! Ah hell. If we lose her earth flow, then the dam's gonna be breached. She gets taken. Oh, this sucks. She gets taken. A sea of twice. And she's like, Joanna! And this is the this is that special move, the Sad Man's Death Parade. As we see just yeah, it's a tidal wave.
quite literally.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at all the different details on what like each figure is doing, but yeah, there's just a lot. We're seeing some of the other folks. Oh, this is Shiketsu. They're just like, they're also getting bodied here too.
This is rough.
Togo was making doubles of the version of herself that transformed into twice. Just a quick recap. Toga's own transform quirk had a time limit based on the amount of blood ingested, but the heroes and authorities had no basis for guessing how much of Twice's blood she had saved, not knowing. That she'd saved, not that knowing that would help them. It's true. For all we know, like she only had like just the tiny vial of it.
Right.
Yeah, and now we get like a shot of like bruh. I'm just trying to like look it up. They're doing quick shots of all the different battlefields here. One's resolved, some of them some of them like resolved to a certain extent. Because we got Shoto, he's just passed out. I'm trying to see what's going on. Oh yeah, this was actually, is that the same locale? Yeah, it is actually the same locale. It's it was after like the place that All For One like left. I think that's the Gunga Villa, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, they're just looking off the distance wherever like All For One left. As we continue on with the narration, because once that dam burst, the resulting horde would overwhelm the surrounding area. in no time. So it's pretty much telling them like everyone's in danger. In fact, the stuff in the background, like around the horizon, that's not like foliage. That's not brush. That's probably Twice.
Yeah, that's all twice.
We see Hawks, bro. Hawks needs to take a break. He's standing up. He has like one feather sword on him. And
He said, "I hear no bell."
That's gonna be very poetic to see that if that comes into like contact. But I'll take this last page here.
Okay.
We have Araka. She's in the midst of the Twice swarm, as you just see like the entire swarm just say "Drop dead, hero." And I think they're like, I'm trying to see exactly what's that. I think they're just swinging at her. That's what's happening.
Swing, swing.
Araka's having like a little bit of like internal monologue here, thinking about it. Or actually, no. This is Toga. Tell ya, how did it play out for you? Did you meet your end? Have I lost someone again? I do kind of feel bad for Toga for that. But yeah,
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
mm, she's got people she cares about on her side. But yeah, all right, Mark, go ahead.
All right. Oh, sorry, just responding to something real quick.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Need to
Please
find my
hold.
place. Finding my place. Finding my place. Finding my place.
Please hold while we transfer your call. Darkness in between me.
And right, and here as we see her link onto Twice's wrist.
Oh,
At least I think that's where we are. Is that where we are? If not, I'm confused.
oh yeah, no, yeah. Like it's one of the Twices, and then something just like grabs onto like the cufflet.
All right, yeah, just grabs. He said, "Huh?"
Huh?
He's like, grip. He's like, "Eh." Wait! Uraraka comes out, and we see she's got a brand new move called Zero Gravity Spacewalk.
Actually, you know what? Continue reading it because I wanted to make a reference to something.
As we see just an ocean of Twices coming at her.
Mm-hmm.
And we see Toga's like trying to cut off the grapple. And then we see here Uraraka's saying, "I know we haven't shared much since last summer, but I've seriously had a big change of heart." And then we see her, she's still trying to cut the grapple. This is Toga. "I already told you, it's too late for that." We see Uraraka again. "Well, I'm sorry for the delay, but I managed to find you." And then we see Toga again.
Mm-hmm.
"Just shut up." And then we see this is again Uraraka continuing, having memories of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You were crying back there because you can't do everything Twice could. You can't totally become him."
Damn. You're right.
She's thinking back to Suyu. "Can we assume Himiko's love doesn't extend to Shigaraki and those others? And that's why she can't use their quirks?" That's what Suyu guessed. I think this is Uraraka. This is Toga. "All heroes must die." And then we see this is Uraraka in between. "Seeing Toga's tears told me all I needed. You've got bloodlust mixed in there, so you're not working off pure love." And you can see that
Damn.
really pissed her off.
Oh.
You want to take the last page?
Okay. Oh God. She's totally pissed off. She's lost control to a point where she's like she can't hold the transformation any longer. She's like, "You shut the hell up, Ochako Araka. You don't know. You don't know the first thing about me."
She's like, "What'd you say, you little shit?"
What'd you call me? Wow, that was short. That's a to be continued right there. But essentially, yeah, that's the crowd of like Twice, and then like that's her like up above, like as you can see her hair. She can't really hold it anymore.
Yeah, it's a shorty, but man, does it have some content.
Hmm. So I there's a bit of influence since like Days of Old for like the inspiration of like different like character designs and moves and whatnot, and all these questions people like theorize about like where you know like exactly what correlations do we see with other like works of fiction, hero stuff related, anything. Um, so when Araka real quick was doing her space or zero gravity spacewalk, it reminded me of something that someone brought up when Spider Verse was being released, of a similar like looking Spider Woman who had like a very similar like hairstyle as like Uraka, and but she was a Spider Woman, so I just couldn't help but like see this correlation. I forget exactly what her name is though, but I'm pretty sure you can like look it up. I'm like, whoa, was that also coincidental?
Oh, was that just a coincidence, or
Because Araka definitely gets the inspiration to use like grappling stuff like from Deku, but like it also kind of just looks like her like swinging around.
absolutely just Spider-Man, Spider-Man?
And of course we have Deadpool over here.
Also not wrong.
But yeah, so I guess this is kind of like where we're focusing our attention on, which I'm glad they are, because this is one of those like fights where it's also, and I think we're seeing a pattern too, where it's not just like black and white. There, especially with Araka's case, like dealing with Toga, like there's something about her that isn't just like, she's a bad guy, she needs to be put down, that's the end of the story. But it's rather that she connects to her, similar to like her age, but also like her feelings too.
Yeah, because she can see that she's not. She sees that there's something there. There's untapped good inside of Toga. Toga's not. Toga's got issues, but she's not. She understands that she's not completely bad.
Hmm.
So she sees that. She sees that there was like you might have been able to save Toga in a sense.
Yeah, if she just had like a different like upbringing, yeah, people would like just chose to like help to understand her a little bit better instead of like cast her off and
Same kind
see.
of go.
Yeah,
Same goes for Toya.
true. I think Toya was in a loving home, but unfortunately, like a lot of the drive and the upbringing, like was stemmed with just like having them be put towards like some kind of dream that wasn't even theirs to begin with.
Yeah, just a whole lot of unfortunate. It's not that and a bunch of other stuff with Toya, but it's still along the lines
Hmm.
of they could have been saved had things been a bit different.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same with like literally everybody, even Shigaraki, who like, if Arako's fighting against like Shigaraki and trying to like appease them like in an emotional state, then like I don't think it's like it wouldn't really work here.
Nah.
Yeah, I think Shigaraki just has like so much more like hatred towards like the family that rejected him, and
Oh
the
yeah,
fact
for
that
sure.
All For One's like was right there with them, manipulating
Hmm.
him in the shadows and just for the rest of his life. But for Toga, it was just really unfortunate.
Really, it really is. It's a very unfortunate story.
Hmm. But now it's just like, okay, what's gonna happen next? But I guess we won't really know for certain until the next chapter, which is coming in 7 days reportedly. So we got another week. I'm thinking that we're gonna just kind of focus in on like this particular fight. If they do switch off, then I wouldn't really think nothing much of it. But yeah, definitely not gonna focus back on. Well, at least I feel they wouldn't focus back on the Deku fight. If they transition to Iron Might though, that would be sick.
You're like, please,
I'm still waiting.
please.
Even if it ends up with like All Might not like really winning, and he's just like in critical condition, at least not dead. Uh, I would still love for him to just do some kind of cool thing that even surprises All For One. He's like, what? Huh?
Everyone wants to see what's going on with Iron Might.
Yeah, I want to see that design. I want to see the cosplay stat.
We see that cosplay. Stat. Show us the Stark tick. Show us the shield tick.
Mask on. But yeah, so that's kind of what we have here. That's all I have to really say. This is definitely just like conflict between the two as far as like the emotional level and trying to like reach out through that. But Mark, is there anything else that you would like to add for this one?
I think we've added pretty much all we can. It's pretty short, so there's not
Yeah,
really
it's
much we
like
can really add.
yeah. How many pages? Like 9? Is that what it
Uh,
is?
about that, like 9 or 8, something like that.
Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But
Oh,
that's okay. I think whatever they need to like take breaks here in between, that's totally fine with me too.
yeah, it's like because I know he's been working hard, so hey, if he's gotta take a rest, he gotta take a rest.
Gotta take a rest. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for us guys. Well, we'll call it here. Appreciate everyone for tuning in, and I hope to see everybody in the next one. So until then, take care of yourselves, everybody. And hashtag bye, everyone.